Are you excited? For what? Your birthday. Oh, I mean, yeah, I have mixed feelings. Why? It just gets frustrating because I feel like I should have accomplished so much more by now. Girl, everybody feels like that. Yeah, but that's easier said than done. The question is, what have you been learning that you're not going to repeat the same mistakes? That is a good question. Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia Morgan. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are coming back, it is always good to see you. So today we are talking about my birthday reflections. I got 3 lessons I wanted to share with you today because I always end up reflecting around my birthday. Could be because New Year's right around the corner, I don't know, but around my birthday I always like to take this time and reflect. So before we get into that, remember to subscribe and turn on your post notifications, that way you know when a video drops. And also you can head on over to the gram and follow me at Felicia Jo Morgan. All right, so today I am talking about my 3 birthday reflections. Again, I like to do this. My birthday is in November. I like to do this every year because I'm already kind of thinking like we should be further along. We should be further ahead. There's so many I feel like I got 1,000 ideas. I've executed on like the minimum. And so God has been sharing a lot with me this past year. He's been sharing a lot with me in the past few years. And so I just wanted to relay some of that to you that I feel like can also be helpful, whether it's your birthday, whether you're getting ready for the new year with your goals and your evaluations, or just because you like to be encouraged in your faith. So the first thing that I have been learning is to look up and don't let life pass you by. I have worked so hard and I am like a goal-oriented person, and I will just put my head down and work. And I have let life pass me by. I've not been as connected to some things because I just was prioritizing things in the wrong way. And so one of the things God has been sharing with me is like, you gotta be more engaged. The reason you're burning out is because you're not having fun. You're not enjoying life. I didn't call you to toil. I didn't call you. Yes, you got to work hard. Yes, don't be lazy, but also enjoy life. How can we expect to, like, a lot of us have like this destination we want to get to that we're working so hard for, that we have this big goal in mind at the end of the road. But if you don't learn how to enjoy today, you're not gonna know how to enjoy once you hit those big milestones. You gotta learn to celebrate today. You gotta learn to be content in today. You gotta learn to enjoy the journey. You gotta learn to appreciate the lessons of the journey so that you can be sustained once you get to your mountaintop, whatever that is, right? Because ultimately there is no like mountaintop, there is no like destination stop. It's all a journey. It's all a continuous road that we are on, that God is guiding us on. And so we have to be able to have fun on the road, have fun on the journey. What is life if we can't have fun until later? It don't work like that. So learning to be present in the moment, learning to be the friend that I want friends to be to me, learning to appreciate my community, learning to stop and not work on something and just rest and enjoy just being. Like, all of that is a lesson that God has been sharing with me that I intend to take into 35 and more. So number 2 is God has my best interest in mind, period. That is it. God has my best interest in mind. And for me, that has looked like me not taking everything on in my own strength. me not rushing ahead of God, me not worrying about how is it going to happen. So like I got 1,000 thoughts running through my mind all the time about like, how is this going to happen? How am I supposed to do this? How? What am I supposed to be doing? And God is like, yo, I got it. I just need you to rest. I need you to chill out. I need you to not worry about it. Like, just follow me. So going into 35 and going forward, it's about like, God has my best interest in mind. God has a plan. God has already gone before me. God has already set the table. And I just need to be bold. I need to keep my expectations high. I need to keep my prayers up. I got to keep my hope in God, not in man, not in my own strength, not what I can do, not what I can figure out because I'm so smart. No, I done made a lot of mistakes, especially when I make just rash decisions and because I'm just freaking out. But instead, rest in God. Allow Him to make the plans and just rest and say like, okay, what is the strategy? What is it that you are doing in this season, God? Even if I don't clearly see it, like show me what is the strategy. What do I need to do? As your daughter walking through these waters, what do I need to do right now? And help me to do them so that I don't try to kick you off your throne. But what can I do to just walk right into it and sit down at the table that you prepared? So we have to learn that God has our best interest in mind. And sometimes we make bad decisions. Sometimes we get involved with the wrong people. And God is going to correct us. And so if He corrects you in a way that you didn't necessarily care for, or it wasn't necessarily what you wanted, He has your best interest in mind. So He might be getting rid of some things. You gotta let those things go. You have to let those people go. You have to know when a season has come to end so you can walk into your new season and really receive what it is that God has for you, because the things that you've been praying for, they're going to happen. He wants them to happen. The things that are within His will, He wants them to happen. But you gotta trust Him and allowing Him to guide you to get to that place the way that He sees it, the way that He planned it, not you. Now the last thing is to go for it. Lord knows I have been plagued by fear a lot of my life. And so in this season, it's all about being encouraged in my faith, holding on to the promises, reminding myself of what God said, prophesying out of my mouth what God said, not what my doubt says, not when unbelief tries to creep in, not when other people got something to say. No, I know what God said. I know what God showed me. I know how to hear from God. And I don't need to doubt that I don't know how to hear from God. And so if He said it, then it's going to happen. And so no longer can I be the girl that's hesitant to move. No longer can I be the girl that has doubt in myself based on the fact that I see my inadequacies and I see my flaws. If God said it's going to happen, I trust God all day long. My problem comes that I don't trust myself. But if I don't trust myself to do what God said I can do and that He will do through me, then ultimately I don't trust Him. And we got to get rid of that. We ain't walking in that no more. We don't have that mindset no more. If God said it, if God showed it to me, if He gave me a dream about it, if He gave me a vision about it, if He put it in my spirit, then I can do it. And even if I have some hesitancy, I'm going to walk in it anyhow. That's what we got to do moving forward. That's where we got to go in this next season and beyond. It's no longer holding back. It's no longer being hesitant. That's what the whole That Girl series is about. It's about you are this girl. You got these layers up. You got this guard up and you feel like you can't do it, but you can. And the more that you walk in it, the more that God reveals you were that girl all along. It's not about what you do. It's not about those things. It's about allowing God to get the glory through you and believing that you can do it when He said that you can. And so you got to take care of yourself. You got to spend time in your word. You got to stand on His word. You got to speak like a confident you would speak, because you are her. It's just you gotta stop letting doubt and all that creep in. And so that's what we're walking into in the next season. And so those are my 3 lessons. Those are my 3 reflections on this birthday as I enter chapter 35. And so I hope that that is helpful to you. I hope it's encouraging to you. If you have your own reflections, feel free to share them as always. But that's what God has been sharing with me. That's what he's been showing me. And again, there's like 1,000 other lessons I could share too, but they all kind of fall into those top 3 of just understanding, like, I gotta trust him, I gotta trust myself, I gotta live in the moment, and he has made the plans for me, and I gotta trust those plans. And so I hope that that is helpful to you. I hope that you are encouraged in that. If you are, please share this with a friend. All right, you can go ahead and hit the share button. Again, if you didn't do it at the beginning, you can do it right now. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And yeah, that's it. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.